Right, so I'll just get your name and everything, so can I have your name please?
Yeah, Ian O'Donnell.
Ian, and can you remember your first surfboard, Ian?
Yeah, can. 5/6 Gant shaped it.
Oh yeah, so it was a super session or
It was a super session, yeah. It was got it off Keith Walsh.
Yep.
Up in top of Fibergate Hill there, one of the little streets off that.
Yep. So that was just, was it a second-hand board when you
second
got it?
hand, yeah.
And good nick?
It wasn't bad,
Yep.
$45.
45
It was,
bucks.
I can't remember it being all dinged up. Yeah, it was good to go for sure. Went straight out. I think it was a long weekend. We went out to OB. My parents had a beach house out there. And got in some onshore slop. It was hooting.
So who were you surfing with in those?
That weekend, Robin Gary.
Oh yeah.
He had a little board as well. I
Yeah.
can't remember what he was on. It was
Had they been surfing for a while, or were you all
sort of starting similar time.
Yeah. So that served you pretty well, that board?
It was very stable.
Yeah.
Good board to learn to surf on.
Yeah.
But I got talked out of it from a friend who had a 411. It was an ex-Johnny Ayton board, another super session.
Yeah.
And it was quite glossy and a bit shinier, and I got sucked into doing a swap.
Yeah.
But it was a really hard board to surf.
Yeah.
Dave Hislop
ended
up getting the Gant, and I ended up struggling a bit on this.
Yeah, it wouldn't have the same flotation.
No, it was a handicap. But I handled it because I was so small and wide at the time. But the Gant was a bit of a slab, a platform, you know.
Yeah. So you said your family had a batch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereabouts was that?
Just on the hill, last hill as you go into OB, you can see the surf from it.
Yep. So you mostly. How old were you when you started? Must have been pretty young.
That was still at school when I got that, but probably third and fourth form. But had a little play with a few old dungers out at OB. The Butlers had a big dunger. Yeah. And had a few guys, but didn't really start surfing till got my own board.
Yeah.
There was some. Actually had a cousin who used to come up and stay at our batch from Auckland. He had a 9.6, probably a 9.6 or 10.6, something out this woods. Yeah. Kevin, and he used to surf with one of the Butlers. Yeah. So that was my first intro really to what surfing looked like. Yeah.
What year roughly round did you start surfing then?
Well, I reckon I started when I got my first that 5.6 and third form. Probably I was born in 57, so probably 13. Yeah.
Oh, neat. So can you remember your first car? What was that? What was the first car you got when you got your license and stuff?
Yeah, it was 57 V-dub.
57 V-dub. Yeah.
$225.
How much?
$225, I think. $250 maybe. It was that on the way out to.
It doesn't sound much.
Bay.
Oh yeah, it doesn't sound much now, but it probably was a lot of money in those days, wouldn't it? Would it take you a while to save up or something like that?
Oh yeah, it was market rate. It wasn't a major score. It was it was what they were going for. Yep,
and you have a good run out of the V-dub?
Not bad. I fell in love with the dubs, but I was a bit of a slow adapter to sliding on the loose metal. Yeah. So it took a few whacks before I worked it out.
I had one.
Overcorrecting on the slides.
They could go, because you just had the power.
Oh yeah, they're up.
Other cars just started spinning, but wasn't much that could keep up with the old V-dub and a good driver on a metal road.
Well, the 15-inch wheels too on the corrugations, they're great.
Yeah. And they didn't let too much dust in. What's your best surfboard? Is the one you've got now, or you ever had one that you've sold and then regretted, or what? What's your best surfboard?
I'm hoping it's the one that I've got on order.
Okay.
The 6.6. But
how long is it, and who's making it?
Mitchell Ray makes my boards in Oz, Outer Islands. But the best board I've got would have to be the 6.0 I've got at the moment. Yeah. As far as that's a known quantity. I don't know about the way it's going. But 6.0 thruster. Yeah. It flies, and when I get in the waves it goes really good, but doesn't catch waves very good, especially with the periods up.
Yeah.
But when I can catch a wave, I love it.
Yeah, yeah. You ever had that board that, I've had a few that I know I should never have sold, but in the heat of the moment you do sell. Ever had that? You probably have one or two that, oh, I shouldn't have sold that, but...
yeah, I haven't sold a board for a long time. Like
yeah.
The boards that I like, I've
yeah.
got heaps of them just stashed in the
yeah.
roof.
So how many boards you got roughly?
At the moment?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have 10 probably.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just in case something happens and you can't stop making it as a backup, you know?
Yeah. So were you ever in any clubs or anything, or just...
Nah, never got attracted to that side
yeah,
of it.
Yeah. Although for a long time there wasn't much of a club going on, but there's now 2007 there's a few clubs around. So you got Ocean Beach Club and Mel and the crew out at
oh yeah.
Tutakaka there, and Waipu's got a bit of a longboard club, and the guys up north there's several. So there's some clubs. It just changed, you know.
Oh, I can see it. They've got their function, but for me, one of the attractions of surfing is it's not part of the mainstream club. You know, it's not a club. It's something you do.
Yeah. Which a lot of people just do. So, did you get straight into the wetsuits? You would have been wetsuits around you could buy when you first started.
Yeah. It was all up and running. Yeah, leg ropes were just sort of getting their act together.
Yeah.
Didn't have production leg ropes, but
yeah. You had one of those days where you probably get that a lot, wouldn't it? The surf just perfect, and any special day that really stands out that just everything clicked for you and was just a fantastic day or several days surfing?
Yeah, I've had a few of those. Not more in Indonesia than New Zealand.
Yeah.
But some good sessions at peaks stand out in New Zealand memories.
Yeah. Just. It's still popular today, but man, it gets crowded up there over the Christmas. I think a lot of guys just stay away, which too many idiots.
Yeah, I had a good session for a while.
Yeah. You had a scary moment or two while you've been out surfing? Thought, well, maybe this is a bit dangerous, or you've been pretty lucky?
Oh, the fact I'm sitting here, you'd have to say I've been very lucky.
Yeah.
But nothing.
Nothing too bad?
So yeah, I've had some freaky things happen, but nothing that stands out. I don't think leg ropes maybe wrap, spiraling around my legs and holding them. It's like a tourniquet around my
pretty tight.
leg under some gnarly waves. Caught my attention.
Shark moments? You had a few sharks?
No. I lived in South Australia for a while. There's lots of people. I knew a guy that got bitten a couple of times, but after surfing there, I never saw one there, and after that, everywhere's really a breeze.
Yeah. So where were you surfing there mostly?
In South Oz.
Yeah.
Around Streaky Bay.
Yeah.
And caves up at Cactus there.
Yeah.
But
and that was good. You enjoyed that? Yeah.
Oh, good waves. Yeah, really good waves.
Yeah. What were you?
Cold water though.
Yeah. What were you working there, or just bumming around surfing?
I think I was on. Initially, I was on what they call it, Bob, one of the Prime Minister of Australia, Bob's surf team anyway.
Oh yeah.
Meaning the dole.
Yeah.
But, and then I did get a job for a little while at Streaky Bay.
Yeah. Nowadays Kiwis have trouble over in Aussie. They're pretty, some new conditions make it a bit tough for some Kiwis going over there, with their schooling and university. There's a bit of an uproar over here of what's going on.
Lots of Kiwis. With that.
Yeah.
It used to be pretty easy.
Yeah. Okay. Surf heroes. Who'd you look up local when you were sort of started surfing? Who was the guy that you wanted to be like, or who did you?
C-Lo was the standout here, clearly. For me.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a different league to everyone else.
Yeah. And he's still surfing.
Yeah, good on him.
Yeah.
I bet he's still ripping, or at least carving.
Oh yeah, he's So who's your, like, worldwide, who's a standout surfer for you, you know?
the person that's having the most fun.
Yeah. Not necessarily the one that wins all the competitions, eh?
That's yeah. But no, I haven't really got a something like that I look at. Like I like people that flow for sure. The quality of surfing now is just phenomenal.
It is, eh? Yeah, even the ladies, just fantastic. What music did you have cranked up in your V-dub what was the hit songs that you were listening to when you started surfing?
Right back then it would have been, well, a bit of a mixture, but probably Van Morrison, Doobies and that sort of thing.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, nothing too heavy. Led Zepp was...
Yeah. Surf accidents. You had any accidents, real breaking legs or stuff, or scalped yourself?
Quite sure, but yeah, no, I definitely had stitches from surfing.
Yeah, yeah.
Even quite recently. Actually, I had my first internal stitches this last year.
What happened there?
A bit of a hoax. Just a fin chop on my big toe.
Oh yeah.
Quite a freak accident actually. Just duck dive and hit the bottom of my funny bone.
Yeah.
It held me down for quite a while. It was a long period swell.
Yeah.
Just as I popped up, the next wave hit me.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a very good grip, and the board just went straight between my legs.
Oh, sort of.
It came out, and one of my side fins clipped the top off, took the top off my big toe. Oh yeah, it was just a freak accident. Like actually, all accidents are a comedy of errors. Usually, it's not one thing; it's two things. So yeah, I duck dived, and I hit the bottom, and it got me on the funny bone. I lost grip. Didn't have a lot of power to it. I just came up as the next wave hit me. Yeah. And the board shot out between my fingers. Yeah. And the one of the side fin clipped the top off my big toe. Yeah. On its way too. Just a freak. It must have gone straight out.
So whereabouts are you living now? And give me if you don't mind, tell us a couple of the beaches that you surf mostly.
Oh yeah, I live in West Java, Indonesia, and there's the local wave there is Cimaja, pretty much on the map. Yeah.
Do you get a lot of foreigners there, or?
Oh, way too many,
yeah.
But yeah, it's totally on the map. It was a good place to surf when it was quiet, and it has its day. You know, it can smoke, but it gets pretty busy, and the locals are all over it as well now.
Yeah. So how many guys would you have when it's a good size and going off? How many guys would you have in the lineup?
It depends. Depends. Yeah. It can be as many as 25. Yeah. It's a pretty small setup. Yeah.
And they have most of them have turns or that sort of thing, or got everything.
I'm huge on the turn system. Yeah. So I like to operate, but if everyone behaves the same way, it works. But as soon as people stop playing the same game, it becomes chaos.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. What's probably you usually remember after this, but what's the funniest thing you've seen out when you've been surfing? Anything stand out or going surfing or related to surfing? Is anything that you thought at the time that was hilarious that stands out, or probably can't think of it?
Yeah, like they all sort of blend into one now. I can't think offhand of one that stands out.
Yeah, good. That's what usually, and when you leave, you'll probably. So who are your mates that you surf with now? The guys that live locally, or you just surf by yourself most of the time, or?
Here in Whangarei?
Oh no, just surfing now or here at the moment in Java.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I got a good Aussie mate, Roscoe. Yep. He's been up there similar time since me. Yep. Actually, he moved up there before I did. I've been up there more than 30 years. Yep. He's been up there probably more like 40. Yep.
And you surf with him most of the time?
Yeah, he's my favourite person to go surfing with. He's got a very good attitude about life and surfing. Yep.
What I think about these young fellas that are surfing nowadays, you've got some new hot guys coming up over there, locals that are cranking, or do the locals kids get into surfing where you are?
Oh yeah, and very talented. They've got very supple bodies, and they're very adapted to walking around in bare feet all the time. One of the local guys there just absolutely rips. He actually became the Indonesian champion.
Yep, can you remember his name?
Yeah, Dede Siriana.
Yep,
I've known him since he was...
A real standout, or very, very good, is he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's red hot.
Yeah.
Still
Good.
surfing.
Yeah.
Red hot. Very small boards.
Yep, and is he just a very slight sort of build, sort of a dude?
No, he's got broad shoulders.
Yep.
Yeah.
So how long do you think you'll carry on surfing? As long as you can? You'll know?
As long as I'm having fun.
Yeah, yeah, and your body's in pretty good nick?
Yeah, I think you got to try and work on keeping your body in good nick. But
yeah.
for me, every time, if I have a little bit of a break and then I go surfing, I just go, that's the best thing I did since I last went surfing.
Yeah.
You know, nothing compares to it.
Yeah. I think as you get older, and like if there's, like we've had easterlies here, which hasn't been very conducive, and guys haven't been out for a few weeks, you do, especially when you're getting close to that, or you know, getting on with it, you feel it when you're not really surf fit, hey? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the West Coast is for.
Yeah.
That's
where a lot of guys are over at the moment, shooting over the Dargle Way, and yeah. What do you like? A lot of businessmen and guys, when they go surfing, they just feel so great after they've been for a surf, or just clears the air. Do you get that enjoyment out of surfing? It just...
Oh, absolutely.
People say, why do you surf? And it's hard to explain, but it's just, you know, people might have business problems or worries, and surfing just seems to take that away. Do you get that same feeling when you're out there on the waves?
Yeah, I think it's universal. It's like just being in the mineral bath for a start. You know, there's so much goodness in just the minerals you're soaking up.
Yeah.
And
it's hard to tell a non-surfer why you do it, isn't it? But they wouldn't understand what you're talking about, a lot of them, would they?
Yeah, I've tried to describe it to non-surfers.
Yeah.
The way I have had a go at describing it, and it's sort of like, if you imagine the LP records that you used to have, the vinyl.
Yes.
And you got the needle picking up the information.
Yeah.
And then it goes out and becomes sound.
Yeah.
Well, that's your fins are picking up energy off the wave.
Yeah.
But instead of that becoming an audio thing, it's just pure pleasure generated in your being.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the way I try and describe someone in surfing.
Yeah. If you had a good surf session and you head home, it's a fuzzy, warm feeling inside, and it's hard to explain, but it just feels good. Did you go into competitions much at all?
No, I had the odd little guy.
Yeah.
Didn't do well in them, and didn't. Yeah, if I'd done it right, I might have got hooked on it, but I didn't do any good, and it wasn't where I didn't like the way it was getting.
Yeah.
Was going, you know.
It's a different beast, the old competition stuff, eh? I was a judge here for a while, and you see these kids out the beach and they'd be fantastic, and you throw them in a competition and they'd be terrible. They'd be taking waves that they shouldn't be instead of waiting for the right ones. It's a completely different beast, isn't it, to just going out and having fun.
Yeah, very different. But I don't think it's helped bring out the standard to a higher level. This competition has pushed a lot of people with design and performance.
Yeah.
It's got its place, but the problem is now it's all run, the corporate. I think they're taking the essence of surfing and sort of washing it out a bit.
All the big companies,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you didn't really get into all the name brand T-shirts and all the name brand surfboards sort of thing?
No, I prefer to go labelless. Unless you're getting paid money, it never made any sense to me. If someone was giving you a free shirt, maybe think about whatever.
Yeah. So any members of your family surfed, or
Yeah. My elder brother Paul O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Surfed passionately.
Yeah. And he's still around surfing?
Yeah, still surfing, still leading.
Where's he surf mostly?
He lives in Crescent Head.
Yeah.
He got into competitions actually once he got over to Oz later on, much later on.
Yeah.
He did it right. He got, I think, third in one of the over 50s opens at Bells.
Yeah.
For the Aussie Nationals,
They're big competitions they have in Aussie.
Oh, they're right into it.
Yeah. we were lucky here a few years ago. They had the Hyundai longboard circuit, and they had like world champions and all that sort of Aussie champions come over, but then they put the old stand-up paddle boards in it, and it ended up being about 4 days long, and
too many in it.
yeah, just a lot to get through. But the funding fell out of that, so they just do the New Zealand stuff and a few others now. But the actual circuit, which Viv was involved in, Viv Tracy, I think, might surf with him occasionally. He did very, very well in the over 50s. Yeah. So, but it was great to see. And you would know the top surfers, the surf would be a bit crappy in the afternoon when the wind got up, but those top guys stood out even then, you know, and crappy surf. But it was good. I enjoyed watching that. Yeah, it was good.
Where was that happening?
At Sandy Bay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, just once a year. But old Mel ran most of it, but I think all the judges were paid, and he got pretty professional.
All right.
But they all had sponsored cars and that. But we even got a over 60s division in. But I was a little bit disappointed with the people. The locals didn't turn up for the competition. But it's like you say, a lot of people just are not into the competition stuff. So yeah, but it's all over now. So they just have the local clubs and.
Oh, the Honda thing's over, is it?
Yeah, gone a couple of years ago, but it was good when it was just go and watch those top guys.
Yeah.
Because we don't get the shortboarder like the New Zealand circuit coming up this way, so it was good, yeah, really good. Anything else you'd like to add? Talk about surfing?
Not going offhand, but yeah, I think the surfing is done in the water on a surfboard, you know, and all the hype and everything. Maybe it's great, but it's still all about just riding boards in waves.
Yeah. Have you ever tried to make your own boards, or you just never got into that?
I had a couple of goes, one in South Oz.
Yeah.
Mostly guided, you know, it wasn't really me freehand, and Molly and Tracy let me have a go when they were making some boards out at McLeod's.
Yeah.
But definitely get way more amped on riding a board, you've had more input too.
Yeah.
But I was sort of into letting other people who could do it better than I could.
Yeah. So you just tell them what you want.
The task,
yeah. And that seems to work for you? Yep.
Yeah. I'm happy with the setup I got at the moment.
Yeah. Very good. Well, I can't think of much else to ask you at this stage. Anything that... Yeah. You happy?
Yeah, I'm happy, mate.
Yeah. All right. All right. Thanks, Ian. Cheers for the interview. I appreciate you. I ran into the guy Knight down in Town Basin, and you were sitting there and we had a bit of a chat, and then you clicked that I did a few interviews, so I really appreciate you getting in touch and being able to do this interview, because otherwise it's lost. So I just want to record a bit of Northland surfing history. But if anywhere else that you've been surfing, like worldwide, you haven't done any trips or further afield, or?
In 81 I went over to South Africa for 3 months.
Yep.
That was a really good trip.
Yep. And was there a few of you went with that, or?
I just went on my own, but
yep.
Flew into Joburg and then flew down to Port Elizabeth and went straight to J Bay.
Yep.
And it was a pretty cool scene there.
Yep.
It actually reminded me of being up at Peaks.
Yep.
Reversed, you know, had lots of similar characteristics of the landscape and that.
Yeah. So how long were you in South Africa for?
3 months.
3 months. And you travelled around? Did you just hook up with some guys? Or
Yeah,
you just
I actually hooked up with some Aussies that I met in South Australia.
Yep. Yeah.
We travelled up through the Transkei up to south of Durban and hung out in Durban for a while. It was a serious party scene in Durban, plus really good waves at the Bay of Plenty there. It was cool.
So that was very enjoyable.
Really good, mate. South Africa just rocks.
Yeah.
Red hot, white chicks.
Yeah. Good. And see a bit of the wildlife over there and all that.
I didn't actually. No, I was just really focused just on the surfing, but.
Yeah.
Should have taken a bit of time out,
Yeah. So just a purely surfing trip,
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good place.
Yeah.
Nice people.
Yeah.
Good place.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're amazed that all the guys that sort of grew up in Whangarei where they started travelling around and talk about Kiwis, they certainly do some travelling around to lots of different countries, don't they? It's quite amazing when you think about it, yeah.
Yeah, for this population it is quite wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a nice place here as well, you know.
Yeah, it's always good to come home here with a nice feeling in it. So, yeah. Oh, cheers Ian, thank you very much, eh? Appreciate that.
Cool.